Hey, what's up, guys? Well, we're back at Pearlridge. There's a collector's expo going on, so let's see what we can find. So we got some crafts. Some Hot Wheels. Some trading cards. Never seen one-piece trading cards. Freaking cool, Stitch.
Just the smallest bag I get. Also get the easier when you walk around again.
Agent Venom. It's got 2 Boba Fett's, 2 Doppelgangers.
I don't have any new topics. Yeah. The reason why is I don't really think specific because if you put
I might need to go 19 inside me.
There's some cool.
Like you said, our store's gonna get 30 pretty soon. So. So they say. That's what they say. Yeah, true. Hey, when did he start selling wax? Did he always have wax?
Got my coming in. Well, this is why I come down here. We'll be one of Vader, Boba Fett. So Ray. Captain. Yeah, it's fun. Action Force characters. It's very cool. Art rights. Great pops. Ooh. Tron glow in the dark. Birds. Insane pops. Compound Hope, that's gotta be worth some money. Hey, Scarecrow. Georgie, Dark Phoenix. Minimize Thanos. With the belt. Yeah. Just looking. Hey. Original Optimus. Ooh. Boba Fett. Spider-Man. And some comics. Still got Nomad. This would probably be worth some money sometime. And of course, no trip to Pearlridge is not complete without coming to book off. Most of the same pops. They had a Fred Flintstone, Frieza. They had the glow-in-the-dark Green Goblin. That was pretty cool. RoboCop. A lot of anime stuff. Mazing Kaiser statue, but figure, but it's a bit too small. They still had the turtles. Still had the Ultraman figures as well as Gundam and car models. This was brand new. They had a little bit more Star Wars figures. Inferno Transformer. One of the 25th anniversary G.I. Joe, good guy version of Storm Shadow. Darth Maul. Battle Cat. As well as one Skilligard and Lord Grayskull, Turtles. A few things have came in. Some G.I. Joe. They still had the Vern and Rat King. All I want is Shredder from that. Possibly the Turtles. Possibly. A lot of Star Wars Black figures. I've never seen Azrael. That was pretty cool. The Flash figures. Catwoman from the Arkham games, soon from the TV series. Reverse Flash. And the Rogues. Captain Cold and Heatwave from the TV series. Honestly, I wouldn't mind collecting those and having them sign it. Boba Fett. Return of the Jedi for $25. There was nothing really that I wanted from the Black series that they had. Sith Trooper. I've never seen that box before. That's pretty cool. The second sister. I believe that was 55. Grade 8 Vegeta, 250. I do have the second sister. I do have grade 8 Vegeta. Genesis, it says Japanese. $100, missing a few parts. So is the Dreamcast. I don't. I know the Dreamcast is the Japanese version. I'm not sure how much it was, but it's missing a few. Cosmic Ghost Rider, 2 Miles Morales, Moon Knight, and a Wednesday. I kind of want Wednesday, but it was $70. The PBX exclusive Casey Jones. And stupid thing kept falling. Reza Ramon, the bad guy. They did have a ton of new pops. I would love to get the Miles Morales, but that's $85. Online is a little over 95. I had to check. Surprising, it was the Zartan Chase. I love Bewitched, this TV series, but I don't think I want to collect the pop. The Sanderson sisters. Honestly, I was kind of looking for whatever to finish up my Marvel pops, DC pops, and Disney pops. And I love that they had Broadway. I've never seen Broadway before. But they had most of the dwarves, except for Dopey, which is the only one that I'd buy. I'm kind of looking for Eeyore for Winnie the Pooh and Care Bears. Possibly Grumpy Bear. The blue one with the rain cloud. He's always matched my personality. I kind of wanted the 3-piece of the Rampage set. Warduke. First time I've seen Mysterio in a while. I believe a lot of people are getting rid of him because of the Entertainment Earth exclusive. There was a Laura Croft that I kind of wanted, as well as the Warduke from Dungeons and Dragons. There was the Darth Maul. Literally a crap load of Marvel Spider-Man. I don't understand why he's there. I think he should be worth a little bit more money. There was a crap load of Star Wars. I was honestly surprised he was there. And pretty damn cheap too. Then again, he was only mentioned in Mandalorian Season 2. Movie fans would not know who that is. Book fans realize he might actually get better known after Mandalorian Season 3. They had a Kylo Ren. Part of me wanted him. Most of me didn't. I'm looking for the Great Sits. They had quite a bit of Cheetah, Poison Ivy from the Batman series, the animated TV series. Firestorm. They had 2 of the Firestorms. They had the Mr. Freeze from the live action Adam West TV series, Man-Bat from the animated series, a lot of Steppenwolf and Ares from the movies. I'll admit that Catwoman kind of calls to me, but not a must-have. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Never seen that one. Yeah, that don't belong in Marvel. Put you next to your friend. I've never seen that Falcon before. Apparently it's a exclusive. And they had 2 of them. And there's the other one. Plus the movie version. Thought that was something special, but no, it was the Green Goblin. They had 2 Logans. So nothing really stood out as far as Marvel goes. Not anything that I was looking for either. And from the Star Wars Vision series, original Magneto. See-through golem. Look, it's John Cena. There's Merlin. Part of me wants to, part of me. Alright, guys. Well, it was a pretty full day. Got to go check out the Toy Expo at Pearlridge, or the Collector's Expos. It wasn't really a toy expo. Truthfully, I think it was better the last expo that they had. There was a lot more pops and a lot more figurines. Not sure when the next expo is happening. Hopefully soon. There's supposed to be something at the NEX, but usually the NEX expo that happens right outside kind of sucks. It's mostly, well, about half of what you've seen today at Pearlridge. Only one toy collector store, or whatever you want to call it. The guys that I usually go to. Other than that, it's a lot of little trinkets. Last time I went was two guys that sold Hot Wheels, mostly baseball cards, football cards, NBA cards. I didn't see any Magic. There was a Pokemon store, but it was little trinkets. It wasn't really worth going out of your way. There is a Kawaii Con that's supposed to be coming in the last week of April 30, and then the first couple of days in May. I might go on Sunday, last day. Usually Kawaii Con, well, for the mainland people, Kawaii Con is basically our anime con. Mostly Japanese stuff. They don't really have a lot of toy sellers. More artists, voice actors, clothes, stuffed animals, knickknacks. Literally anything you can find anime, except for probably statues. I don't recall ever seeing too many statues. I know our friends from the Heart usually go there, so there's them for Pops. There is probably a couple more. Small stores. The thing you go there for is to meet and greet with not only cosplayers, but voice actors and artists, your favorite anime characters, listen to panels, and buy pictures. Anime, well, they have artists that draw all sorts of things, DC, Marvel, but it's mostly anime stuff, or at least Japanese stuff. Whew. It's pretty hot. Ooh, excuse me. So, today's adventure was pretty good and pretty bad. A little disappointing, but it was nice to get out, see everybody. There was a few things that caught my eye, like I said in the video, but most of it I could wait and see what happens. I should be getting in a few stuff this week. We'll see. Book Off, on the other hand, was great. They had a lot of stuff that I kind of wanted, but was stuff that I didn't really want to pay for. Like the Wednesday Addams figure. The Miles Morales figure for Pop. Would love to get those too. I did end up picking up my 5th PS4 game. The Grand Fantasy. Give me. Grand Blue Fantasy. So I do have a PS5. I haven't really gotten to play PS5 games. I've gotten the PS4 version of Spider-Man. That was a must. This was a must. Grand Blue Fantasy Fire Pro World was a must. I also picked up Horizon Dawn, the first game, and oh yeah, the reboot, or the PS4 God of War, the reboot of it. I'll be honest, there's a lot I like and there's a few things I don't like. We'll be doing reviews later on. But back to Book Off. They keep getting new stuff in. I hate I want to say I hate going, because usually that means I'm going to spend some money. The game itself was some money. There's definitely some Super Nintendo games I kind of want. There's still a few Xbox One and 360 games I kind of want. Some GameCube games. Dreamcast, Saturn, Japanese PS2 games. But I had to pick up the Chase Zartan. I might actually sell the regular Zartan that I have, because he looks pretty cool as the Chase. And surprisingly, still pretty cheap. Then again, nobody really wants G.I. Joe or Transformer Funko Pops. The box is actually the same as the regular, except for the Chase sticker. And the figure is pretty much the exact same figure, except it's a gray color. Literally, if you remember the cartoons, when the sun hits Zartan, he turned dark blue. This is what it's supposed to look like. And the last thing that I picked up, Gara Saxon from Star Wars. Now on the back you can see Maul. Yeah, Darth Maul, Ahsoka, Gar Saxon, Bo-Katan, and for some reason Wrecker. Okay, so Wrecker definitely shouldn't be on it. He's part of the Bad Bunch, or Bad Batch cartoon series. I don't know if they made books for those characters. Now, this guy, I got pretty cheap. Because unfortunately, nobody knows who he is. At least the Star Wars fans that only watch the movies, or who's maybe watched all the movies and played some of the games. Thankfully, only those who've read the books know who Gar Saxon is, or who's done homework and gone deep into the lore of the Mandalorians. If you watch the season 2 of The Mandalorians, he was mentioned a few times, I think in maybe 2 episodes, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be mentioned a little bit more in season 3. But he was definitely one of the, Boba Fett is definitely one of the most famous of the Mandalorians race. Then Jango Fett became famous because he was Boba Fett's daddy, and he was the first that we saw in the prequels. But the Mandalorians story is very complex. There are 3 different societies that create the Mandalorian race. One is basically the people who make the armors, from the blacksmiths, the armorers. Another is basically the, I guess you'd call them the higher up, or the officials. It's, like I say, it's complicated. There was a king and queen of the Mandalorian race, princess. The princess fell in love with Obi-Wan. Gara Saxon was one of the other races. There was a huge war. There was the dark saber was created, and to fight the Jedis, because the Jedis was helping the king and queen. I'm guessing Boba Fett came from Jango Fett came from the Gar Saxon group. Maybe we'll get deeper into that lore. But as famous as Boba Fett is, as insane of a bounty hunter he became, well known as a bounty hunter, Gar Saxon literally is I wouldn't say the Mandalorian race itself, but he was one of the people who helped mold the Mandalorian race to what it is today. He was one of the people that was very a huge part of the Mandalorian Wars. This guy was very bad, and he was good at what he did. He was honestly better than Boba Fett. Gar Saxon is very well known in the lore of Mandalore. And I got a feeling you guys will find out about him very, very soon. Either in Mandalorian Season 3, or possibly we might see a little bit about him in the new Star Wars trilogy, The High Republic. I don't think it goes that far back, because you gotta remember Bo-Katan. This war happened during, now I wouldn't say during, but I believe between either, I think between episodes 1, 2, and 3, and right before the New Hope, or during the New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. But the Star Wars, if you're a real fan, go backwards, look at everything. The story is very complex. It's far more than what most people know. The Sith Wars, the Jedi Wars, the Mandalorian Wars. Why Darth Bane created the Rule of Two. Who Darth Bane is. You know, a lot of people talk about how insane and great Vader was. And trust me, I know. I love Anakin. I hate Anakin. I love Vader. He was one of my favorite bad guys in a lot of the movies. But there are certain people that would make Vader look weak as far as Sith goes. I am hoping to see Darth Revan. Maybe Malice. Time will tell. I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Star Wars sagas. What Disney's gonna do. Will we get another season for Book of Boba Fett? Will we get another season for Mandalorian? We're supposed to get another season for Andor. And, I mean, that has to happen before Rogue One. I don't know where Rogue Squadron, the movie is, or the series, whatever they're doing, it sucks. And even with that, you know, I have a friend that loves Star Wars, but he only loves the Jedi and the Sith. When I start talking about the Bounty Hunter Wars or certain characters that aren't Jedi or Sith, he gets lost. I would love to see possibly a movie around the Alphabet Squadron, the Shadow Squadron. They made a great trilogy in books, of course, for the Alphabet Squadron that kind of blew my mind. As a Star Wars fan, there are lots of different things you can get into: comics, video games. And although Disney does not want you thinking the stories kind of merge, if you've been paying attention, they have been kind of taking little bits and pieces from certain other areas and put them into canon with the movies. You guys already know where my heart is with G.I. Joe. They did an insane work in the comics. It was so much better than Transformers. Sorry to say, I think I'm a bigger fan of Transformers than I am of G.I. Joe, especially where it began with Transformers. I've already knew of the Diaclones and all these other characters. And when Hasbro bought them and combined them and created Transformers, it was pretty awesome. But comic book wise, G.I. Joe was so much better than Transformers. Cartoon wise, cartoon wise, I think Transformers hands down would beat G.I. Joe. Just because they had several series in the cartoons that literally was better than G.I. Joe. Don't get me wrong, G.I. Joe, like I said, it's complex. And we started off with the Mass Effect or the Mass Device series. We hit the Weather Dominator series, the Pyramid of Darkness series. Those three movies were top of the line. Probably better than anything Transformers did, except for one. Then they did the one episode stuffs, which it was okay, but with G.I. Joe, it was just one episode each. Which Transformers, it was one episode each, but there was little bits that connected the episodes. Like, remember when they found Skyfire? In the end of the episode, he sacrificed himself for the planet. 2 episodes later, ta-da! Autobots rescue him. He makes a re-emergence. Dinobots was created. A couple episodes later, 2 more Dinobots were created. Transformers were separate, but they had a continuity. G.I. Joe, after the original 3 movies, up until the Serpentor Rise movie or the series, it never really had continuity, but the writing was so much better on the G.I. Joe side of the cartoons. So for me, G.I. Joe and Transformers are kind of going head to head, and they're about the same. One is a little bit better at certain points, one is a little bit better in certain points. The reason I don't want to collect... Well, the reason I'm collecting the G.I. Joe Funko Pops is only certain characters that I love. And I think it's about 5 or 6, maybe. Reason I'm not collecting the Transformers is because they really don't look well as Funkos. I mean, they're robots. They look like robots. I'd rather just stick with collecting what I'm collecting. It's literally almost half an hour of me talking crap. Hope you guys enjoyed the toy hunt. Hope you guys liked the figures. I may be doing something tomorrow. I'm definitely dropping a video. Don't know what yet, but I am. Thanks for watching. Room's getting... It's going to be a long time before the room is complete. Maybe summer. But as we're completing certain sections, I am putting up my certain pops. We'll be putting up certain pictures. Be doing a little area for my collections. It's coming along pretty damn nicely. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys have a better week. Be safe. Take care. Definitely try and go out and learn more about what you're collecting. That's my advice. If you're collecting Funko Pops, it's always great to learn more of what was created, why these things were created, who created them. If you're collecting certain Pops, if you're collecting Star Wars, go out and find new information of everything Star Wars, everything Marvel, everything DC. It's always fun learning new stuff. And getting into characters that not everybody knows about. See you in a few hours, guys.